All right, guys. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. This is going to be the watch list video for December 27th, which is a Tuesday. The SPY, over the holiday week, really just kind of flagging quietly on very little volume. That's pretty normal. So I'm going to go right into the watch list since we see there's no shock events on the SPY. I know this isn't a pretty chart. I'm actually going to be looking at GNC for a potential bounce, though. This thing is so beaten up, and then a couple big down days. Fell from about 13 to almost hit $10 on Friday, and ended up closing 1084. I don't know. I think this one might be due for a quick bounce. Remember, I'm a day trader, so I'm just looking for a few charts that might give me a trade on the very next trading day. In this case, Tuesday. So while I'm not bullish on this, it's getting down to close to single digits. Buyers might step in this soon. SGY also goes on watch, and this had a huge 4-day move and then is really kind of flagging on lower volume. So I still like this one for potential turn back up. It's back down to the 8-day there. A few days of consecutive lower highs. Had an inside day on Friday. So let's see what happens on Tuesday, but with a proper setup. I'll be looking to take a long trade in that one. PTLA had this monster move on Friday. 1871 low all the way to a 2636 high before settling at 2506. Just going to look for any kind of clean setup in that one. That's a big move on massive volume. We'll see if we can catch a trade in that one tomorrow. CNAT almost had this on bounce watch after the gap up and 3 days lower, and I didn't. We did end up putting on gap watch on Friday morning, and for me it was just straight out of the gate for the first 30 minutes or so. I never caught a trade in it, but really spent the rest of the day kind of flagging out. So this one might have more in it up over the 450 area. It won't cost me anything to have it on a chart. I think it's interesting, even though it's had a really big bounce already. Sometimes these bounces can last more than 1 day, so I definitely want to watch that one. By the way, not in love with this list, but once volume comes back after the first of the year, holidays are over, we'll have, I think, cleaner setups than we do now. It's one of the toughest parts of my job is putting together watch lists during holiday periods when there's really not much getting volume. So I'm not living and dying by these charts, but hopefully we'll catch a trade or two, right? CETX gapped up on Thursday and popped, and then on Friday gapped down but closed near its highs again. So that one's still worth watching for a potential long. Weight Watchers WTW had the gap up and a run on Thursday before closing at its lows, and then gaps up again on Friday and kind of puts a candle inside of Thursday's candle, closing fairly strong. This one still a pretty good setup for a possible breakout of this area here, but you got a high here. You picture a line straight across here. Possible breakout. It may flag for a while too, but I really like the looks of that Weight Watchers chart. And then lastly, I'm going to go with DRAM. I liked it a few days ago, right? You had this high, lower high, but really kind of coiling. And then you had sellers come in, which I actually like, and then buyers stepping in again. I still love this over this flag break. I don't know if it's going to happen Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or ever. But it definitely goes on my radar for Tuesday. So pretty short list, and again, I'm not in love with it. Hopefully be some nice gappers on Tuesday morning. Everybody comes back from the holidays hungry for a trade, and maybe some passionate moves on Tuesday morning. So we'll see. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see everybody on Tuesday morning.